Betty and I am Head of Science here at the Junior School. So I'd like to introduce to you my favourite experiment, which is to make ice cream. And before we actually go into the whole experiment of making ice cream, I wanted to share with you a little bit of scientific knowledge to understand how we actually make ice cream in science. So the way this experiment works is that we mix together some salt and some ice. And I've put here together in this beaker a mixture of salt and ice just to show you how it can reduce the freezing point. And here the thermometer will read minus 10 degrees centigrade, which is super cold and it's perfect for what we need to make ice cream today. Today I've got for you some ice, I've got some rock salt, I've got some sugar, I've got some double cream. You can use single cream, but double cream tastes much nicer than double cream. I've got some orange flavouring here, but you can obviously use any flavouring you like. You can put some mint in it or vanilla essence, whichever flavouring you like. And I've just got some crunchy bar here that I was going to top my ice cream with, but again, you can choose whatever you like to put on top of your ice cream, be it sprinkles or be it chocolate sauce. And I've also got two Ziploc bags, so a very smaller one and a larger one. And you do need two sizes of Ziploc bags for this experiment. So first things first is that you will need to pop in a smaller Ziploc bag your cream and your sugar. So here we go. The cream goes in first. And then we pop the sugar in. And we'll need a little bit of orange essence. Just a little sprinkling. And then it's really important at this point that we seal the bag really tightly so that none of the cream will come out of the bag. And to test it, you can just slowly tip it to make sure nothing comes out the bag. So we're nice and fully sealed. In the second bigger bag, you need to pop in there some ice and some rock salt. Now the salt that I've used here is the salt that mums and dads might use for their driveways when it's really cold and they pop that on the driveway. So that salt is perfect. If you haven't got any of that, you can just use some rock salt that you might use in your grinders, in your salt grinders at home. So pop that in there. And then again, what we need to do is we need to pop this bag, which has got our cream in it, into the bigger bag. And this is where the magic happens, because as I said before, the salt will help to lower the freezing point. So we're going to end up with a climate in there, hopefully around about -8 to -9 degrees. And then you will need to shake the bag for a good 10 minutes or so that it really gets super cold. And as you're doing the shaking, you might well find that your hands get super cold. And if that's the case, you can grab a tea towel or a pair of gloves, pop it around the bag, and then just shake. So after about 10 minutes of shaking your bag, this is what you should expect to see. So I'm going to open up the Ziploc bag, and the ice will have melted quite considerably, and in it you will have your frozen ice cream. So we're very gently going to open the bag and take out my big tablespoon and scoop out frozen ice cream, and it's very frozen. Pop it into our cup. Some of it's slightly melted, but some of it's very hard. Tricky to get out of the bag. There we go. And there we have our scientific way of making ice cream. And should you like, you could decorate your ice cream with chocolate sauce or sprinkles. And today I've just got a little bit of chocolate that I'm going to add to my ice cream and enjoy. Have a taste of your own ice cream, and you can make it in just less than 10 minutes. This is a fantastic way of exploring science. Remember, adding salt to ice lowers the freezing point, enabling ice cream to be made. It's a fantastic way to have fun at home. All we did was surrounded the yummy, creamy mixture and put that into a really super cold environment that made ice cream. I'm going to leave you with a couple of challenges that you could do after you've made your ice cream. So the first one is have a little talk to mum and dad, and you could maybe have a think about why do they put salt on their driveways at home when they know it's going to be really cold overnight. It might be snowing or it might be frosty, and they might decide to put some salt on the driveway. So why do they do that? So have a little think about that challenge. And the second investigation that you could have a go at, if you've got some time, is why don't you actually pop the ice mixture and the ice and salt mixture that you've made, just pop that into the freezer, and what happens? I'd love to hear your stories. Have a go and have fun, and we would love to see your creations. You can tag us on social media at NotHighIJS.